Hey FBC, my name is Karis Ackley. Easiest way to remember my name is Ferris wheel with a K. I am blessed beyond measure to be your new student ministry leader here at FBC at Red Bank. I grew up in the second state, Pennsylvania, the greatest state ever. I actually fell in love with New Jersey through Harvey Cedars Bible Conference. I went there for many summers and ended up being on staff for 3 years. My family and friends would say I'm a pretty adventurous type of person, definitely an extrovert, empathetic, a go-getter who's really deeply committed to creating relationships with people to show them who Christ is. Just got back from a trip across the United States all the way from Jersey to Alaska. We left in a converted school bus, which is called a schoolie. We stopped at all the major national parks. Really nothing better to see the face of God in the mountains and nature. I guess my testimony really stems from growing up in a Christian home, accepting Christ with my lips, but denying him in my heart and my actions. My mom would always say to me, "Who's on the throne of your life?" A lot of heartbreak and turbulent decisions later, I found myself at rock bottom. But that's where Christ really found me and embraced me in a way that I never felt before. 2 Corinthians 7:10 states, "Godly sorrow brings repentance that leads to salvation without regret, but worldly sorrow brings death." That moment, it was like my sorrow was only one that God could forgive. It was like he was saying to me, "Karis, you're my son. I've missed you. Bring out the hot dog machines and the bouncy castle. We're going to have a party." A son of mine was dead, but now is alive. He was lost, but now he is found, just like the prodigal son. My dad said to me then, "It's not what you did, Karis, but it's what you'll do for Christ that matters, that makes all the difference. You are an ambassador for Christ." That's when I knew God was on the throne of my life. A few short facts about me. Francis Chan is by far my favorite theologian. Firmly committed to fighting human trafficking here in the United States and on a global level. I am learning more and more about God's heart and his passion for justice for those who are trafficked around the world. I intend on helping my dad with his growing coffee business called Grounds for Restoration, which give 100% of net profits to organizations like the International Justice Mission, which are on the forefront of the trenches in this fight. If ice cream was a currency, I'd probably be a millionaire. Green tea ice cream is by far the greatest. Even though I'm riled up by hard sport-hitting action, I am weak in the knees for a cute puppy dog, let me tell you. I was actually an actor and an athlete through grade school and college. I performed 14 plays and played hockey and volleyball. I owned my own DJ business called Ace One DJs and used photo booths at weddings, corporate parties, and proms. I'm gonna get booed for this, but I am a diehard Philadelphia Flyers and Eagles fan. Ironically, I actually worked for the New Jersey Devils, so that made things at work very weird. It was a surprisingly good imitation of Donald Duck. However, after I do it, I get very embarrassed. It's kind of funny because all three of my youth pastors, when I first met them, they told me unequivocally that I was going to be a youth pastor. I replied with an unbelieving laugh saying, "I'd never do that." Quote Woody Allen, "If you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans for your life." Checkmate, God. You win.